Best vintage stores in Baltimore. Baltimore has a growing vintage scene with reasonable prices. Here are the best stores in the city. A Day in June. Feminine and functional vintage like 80s blazers and secretary blouses, sweaters, and accessories. Bottle of Bread. Premium vintage from the 40s to the 80s. Varsity jackets, denim, collectible tees. Zone Vintage. Vintage for men and women, the oldest vintage store in Baltimore. Milk and Ice. Curated finds from the 50s to the 80s. Shredded vintage, prints and plus sizes. Balto Vintage, great for snapbacks and other unisex sportswear. Changed My Mind Vintage, biggest vintage accessory selection in the city. Charlie's Vintage, party frocks, classic lingerie, kimonos, and funky prints. Read more tips for Baltimore vintage on Gem Stories.